Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. And Diego Castro. The Armed Forces says jets from the Chinese Army shadowed the Philippine aircraft during joint drills with Australia in the West Philippine Sea. AFP Chief General Romeo Browner Jr. said the Chinese jets shadowed an A-29B Super Tucano from the Philippine Air Force while flying in the vicinity of Hubo Reef. Despite this, Browner said the aircraft was able to finish its air and maritime patrol mission as laid out in its flight path. He noted that only Philippine aircraft was shadowed by Chinese jets and that those from Australia were spared. The AFP reiterated that the Philippines is just practicing its right to conduct joint patrols with allies in accordance to international law. China agrees to adopt a resolution seeking to maintain peace in the disputed waters across the Asia-Pacific region. Beijing signed a joint communique recognizing freedom of navigation under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea during the 31st Asia-Pacific Parliamentary Forum. This comes after it initially objected maritime resolutions to the use of international laws. Senate President Mig Zubiri described the joint communique as, quote, historic, in hopes that it will carry a persuasive effect among the countries involved. 9 other resolutions were adopted, including topics on gender, climate, and education, among others. A ship has been seized by armed men in Gulf of Aden with Filipino nationals reportedly on board. The incident involving the chemical tanker Central Park is the latest in a series of attacks in Middle Eastern waters since the war between Israel and Hamas broke out on October 7. This also follows the recent seizure of an Israeli-linked cargo ship by Yemen Houthis in the southern Red Sea last week. According to Zodiac Maritime, which manages Central Park, the Turkish captained vessel has a multinational crew consisting of Russian, Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Indian, Georgian, and Filipino nationals. Zodiac Maritime is a London-headquartered international ship management company owned by an Israeli family. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. Over 1 million individuals have been affected by the combined effects of shear line and low pressure area. The NDRRMC records 2 casualties reportedly from Eastern Visayas. The 2 are still up for verification. Meanwhile, 1 person sustained injury. Over 254,000 families or 1 million individuals were affected across 7 regions. These are from Calabarzon, Mimaropa, Bicol, Western and Eastern Visayas, Northern Mindanao, and Caraga. Meanwhile, damage to crops and agriculture has so far reached 119 million pesos. The government has provided 65 million pesos worth of financial assistance to the affected residents. President Bongbong Marcos led a nationwide gift-giving event at Malacanang over the weekend. The Balik Sigla Bigay Saya program was also held in over 250 satellite centers across the country. It was attended by over 17,000 children from select shelters and adoption centers. Also present in the event is First Lady Lisa, who handed out bags containing essentials. The gift-giving program is now in its 2nd year, which is spearheaded by the Office of the President.
We all know that Christmas is really about the children. And we always have a Merry Christmas when the children have a good Christmas. Na makita natin ang inyong mga ngiti.
Let's now take a quick look at other stories we're watching. The government eyes to repatriate Jimmy Pacheco, the Filipino caregiver who was freed from Hamas captivity before Christmas. Pacheco is currently under medical treatment in Israel due to emotional stress and partial hearing loss. A recent social weather station survey shows that more Filipinos feel their quality of life declined over the past year. 30% of the respondents said it worsened higher compared to the 22% figure in the previous survey. And Uni-Oil Philippines sees a mixed adjustment in the prices of petroleum products this week. Diesel prices could go up by up to 30 centavos per liter, while gasoline prices could either drop by 10 pesos or have no changes at all. And that's it for this hour. Join us again at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.